Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valentina, in case you don't know me. And today I'm going to show you how to do waves in your hair. I know you love these kind of videos, so I wanted to show you a different kind of waves that I'm going to do with this new flat iron. It's not really new, I've used it a lot in my kit, but I think I've never shown you how to do this in my YouTube channel, so I wanted to show you. That being said, I want to make something very clear. This video is not sponsored in any way, and I don't think you need this exact flat iron to make the waves, but I do think that this straightener makes a difference, and that's why I wanted to show you in this video. Again, you don't need this exact same one, but it is a great flat iron. I am going to leave the link in the description box for this flat iron for you to go and have a look. But if you can't, don't worry, you can still do waves with another flat iron. As many of you know, I do have a Spanish YouTube channel, so half of my head I'm going to leave to do the tutorial in the Spanish channel, and the other half I'm going to do it here with you guys. And of course, I'm going to show you the end result. So let's just get started. First things first, I'm going to say this, and I know this is going to be like very weird for some of you, but I don't use anything before I do my waves. I don't use heat resistant thermal protections. I don't use any of that before putting any kind of heat on my hair. The only products that I use are when I just recently washed my hair and it's wet and I'm going to dry it out. Then I use some products. You can find that in other videos, but right now, before putting heat and doing waves and things like that, I don't really use anything. Just go straight in. As you can tell by now, we're going to have a lot of lighting issues because it's a very weird weather today and I'm filming with daylight. Sorry about that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to part our hair in the middle. I already did that, and I already did this half. I am going to pin it around here just so it doesn't mix with the other side. The first thing I want to do, this is optional, but I do think it makes a difference in how fast you can do your whole head, is to section my hair. So what I'm going to do is to section this top layer. This for me is where I have most of my hair, so I want to section that. Then I'm going to do a second section around here, horizontal all the way back, and another one like on top of my ear. And that it's all. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to use all of this hair. I am going to then divide this in two, and I'm going to use sections with this amount of hair, and this is how we're going to do the waves. So now I have my hair straightener hot. I like to use quite a high heat, but if you're new to this, if you don't know how to do this, I recommend to try in a very low heat. It's going to take longer, but at least practice with that until you get the movement right, just so you don't burn your hair. Of course, the lower the heat, the less of a wave you're going to have. So don't expect to have a low heat and have the waves as quickly as I'm doing it. These waves, we're going to start by doing them outside. So all of the waves are going outside of your face. So we're going to section this, and we're going to put the flat iron horizontally, like creating a plus sign. And then we're going to twist it and pull slowly so you get enough heat in the hair. And then there you have the wave. Now, I don't want the ends to look like this. I want the ends to be straight. So I'm going to brush the hair with my fingers and straighten the ends like that. Here I got my first section, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with this section of hair. And there it is. Simple, right? Now we're going to put this in the back, and we're going to let go the second section. And same, we're going to start dividing hair in the same like sections that we had before. In this section, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to do all the waves looking to the front, except for the last one. So this one that is next to your face, you want to do this one looking the other side. Other than that, all of these are going to look in the opposite direction. The reason why I want to do this is because I want all the waves to be messy in a way. I don't want the waves to get entangled with each other and create just one roll. I want the waves to mix together, so have a messy effect like that. So same thing, just twisting the flat iron to the other side, and you'll have the wave looking to the other side and still straighten the ends. Be careful with your ears because this flat iron gets very hot all the way around. And straighten the ends. And you can brush it with your fingers. I like to always brush it with my fingers so it softens a little bit. I'm going to divide this in two. This one I'm going to do that way, but this one is going to still be to the front. And this is what I mean. So can you see this wave goes to the front, and now this one is going to go looking towards the back. So you can see the difference. This one goes to the back and this one goes to the front. Still, I want all of the ends to be straight. And this is how it's looking. Now we're going to do the same thing. So again, this last layer, because I divided the hair this way, this layer would be to the back, and then I want always the top layer to be to the back as well. But because I don't want those two to be the same thing, what I'm going to do in this section over here is I'm going to alternate. So one curl is going to be to the outside and the other curl is going to be to the inside, and so on until I get to the last one, which is always going to be to the outside. Now that one was to the outside, now this one is going to be to the inside. I'm going to show you a close-up of what's the movement, so you can see what I'm actually doing. Like that, and then I twist, and then I pull. And when I'm pulling, I'm always pulling to the outside. I'm not pulling down to the floor. And that's how I get the ringlet. And then I always straighten the ends. And then same for this one, but this one is going to be to the outside. Okay, and now the last layer. This one is going to be all to the back. For the ones in the top, I try to do everything a little bit faster. That way I get a softer effect. The more time you spend on each curl, the more heat it's going to absorb, so it's going to look a little bit more done and more perfect. Whether with this one, I want something a bit softer than that. I don't want everything that perfect. I want curls a little bit softer like this side. Not just in the twist, but the time that I spent dragging it down. And there it is. You need to have a little bit of patience. Wait until your hair, like, I don't know, falls down a little bit. Don't be too eager for it to be perfect just yet. I am going to apply a little bit of oil. I like to use these ones from Haas. Just a tiny bit because it's only for half the head. I just rub it in my hands and put everything from the midst to ends. And when I don't have anything else in my hands, like I've pretty much put everything in my hair, I will do the top. This will help me to control the frizz a little bit, and it's going to make everything still looks messy, but it's going to look a little bit more, I don't know, organized? Not organized. A little bit softer to wear, like a little bit healthier, but it's still going to have a messy effect. The last product I'm going to use is a texturizing spray. I'm going to leave you in the description box a few of my favorites. The one that I'm going to use today is the Christine S one. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you liked it and I hope you learned how to do it. Leave me in the comments what do you think. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We're growing so fast and I'm so thankful for you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, Lin!